Welcome to Dirty Moms Yoga. I am Molly, and I have a special guest today, my husband Zach, who is actually pretty much the sole reason why all of this is running and up on YouTube for all of you guys. I'm only the talent. Today's class, we are going to focus actually a little bit around golfers. So I'm not sure what your place is, where you're living, but here in Illinois, our golf courses are closed. But rumor has it, in a couple weeks, they may be opening. So the class is veered around strengthening your body to help with your golf game. However, if you're not a golfer, don't worry. This class is still going to be extremely beneficial for you. We're going to do a lot of balancing today and also twists. With twists, I do recommend that you don't eat prior to class, as it makes it really hard to get fully into those poses with a full tummy. Props we're going to use are blocks. You're going to need blocks, and how the blocks work for you is bring that floor up closer to you to help you go fully into that pose. Another prop are pillows. We're both sitting on them to help open up our hip flexors and ease up a little bit on the legs. Another thing that I would highly recommend is either setting yourself up close to a wall or have a chair nearby that you can help with those balances so you're not feeling like you're going to fall and hurt yourself. So another prop, blanket. I like blankets, especially for Shavasana at the end. We're going to be sharing this one. So find your props, gather yourself on your mat, and let's get started. We're going to start in an easy seated position, either Sukhasana or Siddhasana. Definitely recommend adding height underneath you. So a blanket or a pillow, add as many as you need to. So find a nice comfortable position in your hands. Actually move the little fleshy points of your tush away from those sitting bones. You'll feel those nice points moving and grounding down into your mat. Feel the length up out of your spine and out through the crown of your head. Go ahead and close your eyes. And then we're just going to focus on a little bit of breathing right now. So take a nice deep breath in and an open mouth exhale. Feel the sitting bones rooting down into the earth and feel the crown of your head reaching up to the sky. Take another deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. Feel the shoulders relax down your back, creating space around your ears. Hands are relaxed on your lap or on your knees. One more time, deep breath in. Open mouth exhale. We're going to do a couple breathing techniques, finding areas in our body where we can breathe. When we go into twists, it sometimes makes it a little bit harder to breathe. So place your hands right over your navel and think about breathing in and out in your abdominals, in that stomach. So inhale, and that stomach opens long and wide and pushes out into those hands, and exhale, draw that navel into your spine. Should also add that our 6-year-old is joining us today because he's in trouble. Today he's been good. So if you hear him, just bring your focus back to your mat. So another deep breath into your hands. And exhale, draw that navel to spine. Open up that 3-dimensional breath in the stomach and feel the air coming in through your navel, through the sides of your waist, and then the low back into your lumbar spine. So 3-dimensional breathing into your torso, into your stomach. Inhale, expansion. Exhale, contract, and draw that navel in. Again. And exhale. Bring your breath now into your rib cage. You can place your hands either over your lower ribs in the front or even on the sides, and feel the expansion in that rib cage. Deep inhale and exhale, and gentle, very gentle squeeze into those ribs. Feel the 3-dimensional breathing, the front of the ribs, the back of the ribs, and the side of the ribs. Every inhale expands out wide, and every exhale you're drawing that navel in and up and just doing a small compression into those ribs. Now we're going to move into the chest and upper back, your upper thoracic area. You can place your hands on your sternum, on your chest if you'd like. And again, finding that 3 dimension. So breathing into those hands, really feeling the chest rise. And exhale, small compression into the heart center. Feeling the upper rib cage expand on the sides, maybe a little bit more into the armpits. And then the upper back as well, into that thoracic spine. Feel the expansion. And nice exhale. Drawing everything in to the center of your body. Let's do one more deep breath in. And exhale. Allow your hands to come down to your lap. Check one more time in with your body. Feel a full breath in. Everything expands out. Feel the length out of your head and the groundedness into those sitting bones. And exhale, draw everything into the center. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly flutter those eyes open. Bring the light in. And we're just going to do some gentle arm movements, so make sure your props are out of your way. You're just going to bring your arms up overhead. Flip your hands towards the outsides of the walls, and then exhale and bring them back down. So again, inhale, arms come up high. And exhale, flip those hands and press them gently down to the sides. Keep that groundingness into those sitting bones. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, flip those palms and lower down. This time, arms come up overhead. You're going to twist over to the right knee. Drop the right arm behind you, and the left arm can come to the front of your body. Small little twist. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Come back up to center. And exhale, twist over to left. Left arm now comes behind you. Right arm comes in front of you. Inhale, one more time. Up. Twist over to the right side, and we're going to hold this position here, nice and gentle. We're just warming up. If you want to increase, you could take this left hand, place it on your thigh, and reach a little bit further in that twist behind you. Zach's shaking his head no. One more deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in. Feel the rotation in those vertebrae. Inhale, come back up to center. I'm going to twist over to the left. Inhale, arms up. Twist over to the right. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale and static hold over to the left side. You can either stay here or take your right hand, place it on top of your thigh, and just gradually increase that twist ever so slightly. Deep breath in. And exhale, draw that navel in. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, hands come up overhead, come back to center. Flip those palms and allow them to come down to your sides. Place the hands in front of you. You can keep your position with your feet if you'd like. Find a nice length in that spine, drawing the shoulder blades back and down away from your ears. Feel the length and the groundedness from your sitting bones out through the crown of your head. You're going to inhale and you're going to arch your back and look up. It's going to be a variation on cat-cow. Exhale, draw that navel in. You can push slightly into those hands and curl into yourself, opening up and broadening those shoulder blades. Inhale. Cat. Nope, cow. I always do that backwards. Someday I'll get that right. And curl yourself in, cat. Exhale. Draw that navel in. Inhale. Look up. And exhale. Feel the pelvis move with you. Find yourself back into a neutral position. And if you want a nice little stretch, you'll feel it into that glute side. You can reach your hands out just a little further. Again, we're just warming up, so nothing too far or too extreme. And then you can drop those elbows down just till you feel a nice stretch. Keep the length out of the front body. And exhale further into your pose. Walk your hands back up. And I'm going to twist it on you. Change your feet. So if your right foot, like me, is in front, switch it to the other side. We're going to work on the other left hip this time and change up our cat-cow. So Zach's going to switch his legs. He's in Siddhasana. I'm in Sukhasana. He's changing it up on us. Hands come back out. We're going to start again in that cat-cow. We're going to go side cat-cow. So find the length in your spine. Draw the shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Keep the length in the front body and look over your right shoulder so you have a nice little side bend. Go as far as your body will allow. You'll really feel a little stretch there. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, switch over to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, look over your right. Listen to your bodies. Only go as far as you want. Inhale, center. And exhale, other side. I can feel my left hip is a lot tighter than my right. Come back up to center and hold it here. And again, if you want to increase your stretch, walk out those hands a little bit out. And then you can drop those elbows down. Feel the length out of your spine. And ground those sitting bones back into your mat or into your pillow. Walk your hands back up. Remove the prop that you're on. And we're going to come into an active child's pose. So find yourself in a tabletop position. Sit the pelvis back to your heels. Big toes can touch. Knees can be wide. And tense your fingers. So bring your fingertips up onto your mats. Bringing a little tent. Go only as far as you can. From here, if your pelvis does not reach your heels, you can use your blocks, you can use your pillows, and you can sit on that if you need to. You can also bring it up to your head if that's uncomfortable for your neck. So options for props. Props are your friends. From here, inhale, come up to standing, or onto your knees standing, and take your right foot and move it out to the side. Toes are pointing towards the front of your mat the best that you can. And you're really grounding down into that left knee, lifting up out of your pelvis. If this is too much on your knee, you can use a blanket and push it underneath your knee. How are you doing with your knees? Okay. So reach up nice and long. And exhale, you're going to come over to the left side of your mat. Place your hand down if you can, or use a prop to set your hand on. Feel a nice stretch out of the right side of your body. Reach out long through those fingertips and feel it all the way down to the knife edge of that right foot. If you want to go, if you're feeling really feisty this morning, you can actually take this into a side plank, which is great for golfers, and just lift up that side leg and then just really lift up high. I'm probably blocking Zach right now. So come on down if you need to. So really lift out nice and long. As you can see, Zach has a prop with him. I'm going to actually adjust it just a little bit so you can come up a little bit. And I'm going to move this so it's right underneath his shoulder. Does that change your stretch? Yep. We got a 6-year-old helping us, so save us all. Dirty Moms Yoga. Really reach out. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale, come back up to center. Arms up overhead. And then exhale, and you're going to come over towards that right side. This is gate pose. Only go as far as you can. We want to put our hand either above or below our knee, never on top. From here, we're going to do a little dynamic moment. So you're going to come back up, right hand reaches up, left hand reaches down. Inhale, exhale, reach back to your pose where you were. Inhale, come back up. And exhale, reach on back over. One more time. Inhale, reach on up nice and tall. And exhale, reach on over, and then just hold a nice static stretch. Really feel the length out of the side bodies, up through the fingertips, and make sure you create length on the right side of the body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Replace that knee down. And exhale yourself back into that active child's pose, Balasana. Drop those pelvis down towards those heels. Activate those arms. Drop the elbows towards your mat. Inhale, come back up. You're going to put your left foot out this time. We're going to go to the other side. So toes are pointing towards the front of the mat the best you can. I'm going to put Zach's prop over here for him. You're going to reach up nice and tall first. And then exhale yourself over towards that right side. Really rotate that pinky finger and feel the length. Draw the lower ribs in. Good. Deep breath in. And if you want to try that side plank, go ahead and stick that right foot up and meet your left foot. You're doing a great job, Guy. One more inhale and exhale. Really feel that length. Inhale yourself back up to center. And exhale, roll ahead and side bend over to the left side. Really feel that rotation here. Now we're going to our dynamic. So inhale, right arm comes down, left arm comes up. And exhale, reach back over to your gate pose. Again, inhale, come on up. And exhale, over to the left. One more time. Inhale, up. And exhale, back over to the left side and hold this pose here. Rotate that pinky finger down. Feel the length out of the side body on the right, but also feel the length out of the left. Deep breath in. And exhale. Draw those lower ribs in. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale those arms up overhead. Replace that left knee and find yourself in a nice relaxing child's pose. Bring your arms down, sit your heels back, sit back on your heels, and just relax the arms. You can relax them now. There you go. And do a nice little opening this on the back body. Does that feel okay?
And I don't know, I have to take off my necklace.
We're just going to keep going. We're just going to keep going because why not? This is reality, right? We've talked about this. From here, push yourself up into a tabletop position. I need you to move, buddy. Hover those knees, so lift them just a few inches up off the ground. I'll give you a side view as well. And from here, you're going to take your right knee and tap your right elbow as close as you can. And replace it back. And left knee hits the left elbow and come back. Again, right knee, right elbow. You can tuck your toes, Zach, sorry. Tuck those toes under. That'll make it a little bit easier for you. There you go. Now try left knee to left elbow. Is that a little bit easier? Miles. Okay, let's do one more. Right knee to right elbow. Replace it. Left knee to left elbow. Replace it. And with that bent knee, go ahead and push yourself into a downward facing dog, keeping those knees nice and bent. You can even bring your feet as wide as your mat if you'd like. With downward facing dog, I really want you to push firmly into the thumb and the first finger, but feeling the weight evenly. So you want to feel the palm, the middle of your palm pressing firmly into the mat, kind of like a suction cup. Push those fingers down and think of them as little rock climbers gripping into that mat. Push those hands down. Good. Relax your head. Good. From here, you can take a walk by dropping one heel down and then the other heel. Help stretch out that calf. Yes, Guy. Okay, just go. All right, come up high, up onto those toes. Look between your hands and walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. You can bend your knees. Use those props if you need to. Zach's already grabbing his. Where's my other one? There we go. Any height that you need to, okay? Bend those knees nice and deeply. Slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Roll those shoulder blades up, back, and down, and bring the palms to the front of your mat to Tadasana or mountain pose. Feet should be right underneath the pelvis, right underneath the hips. Lift up those toes and feel the points of the feet rooting and grounding down into that mat. So you'll feel it on your big toe, your pinky toe, and then into your heel as well. Some people say 3 points, other people say 4. It's just whatever your foot feels like, I believe. So go ahead, spread those toes wide, and then slowly lower them back down into your mat and feel the groundedness. Feel the roots of your feet really pressing firmly into your mat. Draw the pubic bone up, navel in, chest is soft, shoulders are down and away from your ears, and your crown of your head is reaching up high towards the sky. We're going to go into our balancing and twisting series, so do the best that you can. Listen to your body, use a wall, use props, chairs, anything that you need to so that you are safe, please, okay? So You can keep your feet wide if you like. We're going into chair pose. Lots of prop options for you. So I'm just going to show you a couple options. Use what you need to. One, to keep your knees from flying out or in, is putting a block between your knees. Another option, which is going to shorten up your base, so balance is a little bit harder then, is actually bring your toes together. That's going to really challenge your balance as well. You can also use the prop, your block between your hands for this chair pose to begin with. So I'm going to show you with holding it in my hands because that's what I like to do. So take a deep breath in. Reach down towards your feet, sit like you're sitting in a chair, reach the hands up overhead and sit the tailbone back. Look down and make sure you can see your toes. We don't want our knees over our toes or too far back because then you'll fall over. Draw the lower abdominals in. Zach's doing a really nice job of this. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hold. Now we're really going to get into a challenge. So from here, we're going to reach up high. And exhale, rotate, keeping the pelvis where it is, over to the right side. Inhale, come back up high into the center. Exhale, over to the left side. Keep that pelvis, don't let it move. One more time. Inhale, up. Reach over to the right side. Go ahead and twist and try to hold. Now, if you are able to, you can take this left elbow, come down low, touch that knee or that thigh, and then increase that twist. Feel the length out of your spine. This is great. Try to keep the hips even. Drop back just a little bit so your knees aren't over your toes. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come hands up overhead. And exhale, hands heart center, falling down to forward fold. From here, inhale, come half up. Ardha Uttanasana, the flat back. Beautiful. And exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands and step your foot back into a high plank. You got to move. Thank you. Plant your hands, step yourself back to a high plank. Drop those knees down so you're in a diagonal with your spine. Hug those elbows into your rib cage and slowly lower yourself down to your mat. Untuck those toes. This is my variation for you guys because of my shoulder. So we're going to do a little baby cobra. So inhale those shoulders down and away from your ears. Lift up your upper torso. Push the tops of the feet into your mat and lift your hands. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in. Inhale. Exhale, lower on down. Push yourself up through a tabletop position. Tuck those toes. Find yourself in a downward facing dog. Good. You can actually bring your feet in just a little bit. There you go. Think about really dropping those heels down. You can bend those knees if you need to. We're going to really rotate those biceps next to your ears. Drop and relax that head down. Very nice. Really think about lifting your tailbone up to the back corner of your ceiling. From here, lift the right foot up, keeping the toes down towards the mat. Swoop it through and step between your hands. If you need help with balance, the right foot, move it out towards the right a little bit. Otherwise, stay where you are. Walk yourself up on your leg. Arms come up overhead. We're going to go into a high crescent position. Your right hip bone is going to reach back. Left hip bone is going to reach forward. So it's nice and parallel to the front of the mat. Very good. Deep breath in. And exhale. And see if you can go a little bit deeper into that front knee. Looking down, making sure your knee is not in, out, or too far over your toes. From here, deep breath in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Tip forward so you find all the weight into the front foot, over your right foot. Slowly stand up onto that right foot. You can use little baby steps if you need to. So, version 1, got a little kickstand, kind of like how Zach is, to help balance. So really think about really grounding down into that right leg. Your next step is take those toes up off your mat. Or you can come up and try to get a 90-degree angle with your leg, keeping your knee nice and bent. Toes are activated. Feel the length, the groundedness, and rooting into that right foot. Deep breath in. Exhale, really draw that navel in. Hug those shoulders down and back. That's doing a very good job. Your next level, if you would like to try a little challenge, is you can open up towards that left leg and open up the hands. Let's see if I can do it. Woo. proud of him. What a trooper. Deep breath in. Exhale and see if you can look back towards that left hand. You have permission. Give yourself permission to come out of the pose at any point. This is more of a hatha style. We're holding poses a little longer. Deep breath in and exhale. Find the length out of the crown of the head. Inhale, come back to center. We're not done yet. You're going to pitch yourself forward. You can use a wall if you need to, or your chair. This one's a little hard. Warrior 3. You're going to kick your left foot back, keeping the toes towards your mat. Good. Only go as far as you can. Really lengthen out the back of that knee and keep your pelvis towards your mat. Find the length out of the top of the head and the foot. I'm going to show you. I'm going to come forward, see if you can see me here, since it's been kind of a show anyways today. Warrior 3. Options here. Hold your hands in prayer position or heart center. You can bring them out to the side. That helps for a little bit more balance. You can even bring them up over your head as well. One more deep breath in. Really, really, really reach out from the crown of your head to the back of your heel. And exhale, drop that foot down. Find yourself back in that crescent pose. One more inhale. Exhale, drop that back knee. Place your hands beside you. You might need some blocks on your sides. You're going to kick the foot out front of you. Bring those toes back to your nose and sit back just a little bit. Half splits. Ardha Hanumanasana. That's a hard one to say. Draw the right hip bone back, left hip bone forward. Feel a nice stretch in the back of that right leg. Deep breath in. Feel the length in the front body. Exhale and see if you can go a little bit further. Inhale, go ahead and bring yourself back. Remove those props. Find yourself in a nice high plank position. We're going to do downward dog taps. So from here, you're going to push yourself in a downward dog. At the same time, your right arm is going to tap the left shin, or come as close as you can. Back to a high plank. Other side. Come back to a high plank. Again, 2 more times, one on the right. And now one in the left. Find your high plank. Push yourself into downward facing dog. Really rotate those biceps towards your ear and push firmly into those hands. Again, if you need height on downward dog, you can actually add blocks. I love props. Props are our friends. I know I said that all the time. So keep your hands in those blocks, and that's another option. Really drop those heels down. Lift that tailbone up high. From here, come up high on your toes. Look between your hands. Walk your feet just behind them. Forward fold. From here, dip the tailbone down. Find yourself back in your chair pose. Utkatasana. Deep breath in. Exhale. Make sure those knees aren't too far over your toes. Inhale, push into them and come to standing. Hand to a heart center. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. We get to do that again on the other side. The child has gone downstairs. Let's see how this goes this time. You sweating? I didn't give him a mic. It's killing him. He's a radio major, or was a radio major. We're old now. Let's try this again, all on the left side, all right? Inhale, drop down, find your Utkatasana. I'm going to change my position this time and plug a block between my knees with a wide stance. Variation. Really rotate those pinkies back. Activate those hands. Lift up those toes. Make sure you can see them and really root down into the 3 or 4 points in your feet, whatever you feel. Draw the navel in. Deep breath in. Exhale, go over to the left side and twist. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, left side and hold. If you want, take that right elbow, put it right on the side of the thigh, and open up that chest. I'm going to check out Zach. He's looking good. Let's square off those hips a little bit to protect those knees. He's got a nice length out of his body. Knees are actually looking pretty good. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale and see if you can sink those hips a little bit further. Ooh, yeah, very nice. Inhale, the hands come back up to center. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Come half up, Ardha Uttanasana. Bring those shoulder blades back, nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step left foot back, right foot back into a high plank. Drop those knees, hug those elbows in, and slowly lower yourself down to your mat. Untuck those toes, really draw the shoulder blades down and back and lift up the upper body, the upper torso to a baby cobra. Deep breath in and lift up those hands. Really think about the tailbone reaching down towards your toes, pubic bone up towards your navel. Inhale one more time. Exhale, lower down. Push yourself up through a tabletop position into a downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Check back in with your jazz hands and really push down in those thumbs and first finger, feeling all points of the hands. Middle of the palm is like a suction cup, like you're a rock climber. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, bring it on through your hands. Walk yourself up to a crescent pose, crescent warrior. Left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. If you need balance, bring the left foot out to the side of your mat towards your left a little bit more. Reach your hands up high and draw the lower ribs in. How's everybody doing? I bet you're doing great. A little bit easier to teach this without a 6-year-old running around. Deep breath in. Really reach up out of those hands. Relax the shoulders down. Draw the front ribs in. Good. Deep breath in. Bring those hands to heart center. Pitch yourself forward. Bring your weight over that left thigh and slowly come up to standing on that left leg. So you can kickstand that right leg if you'd like. Step 1. Really root down in that left leg. Next step is just lift it up a little bit. And then full. Try to find a 90 degree. Keep the pelvis even. Really bring those toes back towards your nose. Good. Zach's doing a nice job. Relax those shoulders down. We're going to hold it here. Deep breath in. Exhale. Find the length, rooting down into the leg and up out of the crown of your head. If you'd like to go a step further, open up towards that right leg and find yourself in a nice twisting position. Good. Really reach out of those hands. Keep those hands activated. Energy is coming out of the crown of the head and down into that foot. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, draw that navel in and look back towards your right hand if you would like to. Very nice. If you're still at this point, just stay here. You can even try this on a kickstand foot as well. There's no right or wrong. Listen to your body. Deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, come back up to center. Hands come to heart center, prayer position, and then kick your right foot back. Find yourself into a warrior 3. Very good. Straighten that left leg and really reach out of the back knee on the right leg. Toes are pointing down towards your mat. You're really feeling the length out of your heel all the way through the top of your head. Can you come down a little bit more? There you go. Your neck is an extension of your spine. So we always want to keep that in line or not want to crunch it up at all. Deep breath in, draw that navel in. Can you straighten this left leg? There you go. Again, if you need to, use a wall, use a chair, use anything that you need to help balance yourself in this position. You can use your hands, keep them here at heart center. You can bring them out to the side or even up over your head. Good. One more deep breath in. Exhale, drop the right foot back and down. Find yourself back into a crescent warrior. Good job. Oh, I even got a smile out of them. Deep breath in, reach up high. Exhale, drop the back knee. Find your props if you need to. Again, you can also, if you need a blanket under your knee, please feel free to do so. Untuck those toes. Reach the left toes up toward your nose and sit yourself back. Feeling the stretch in the back of the leg, half splits. Really relax and feel the length out of that leg now. Feel the length of the front body by lifting up nice and long through the front body. Feeling the length of the spine, your head, and your neck is an extension of the spine. We don't want to crunch up. We don't want to curl in. Feel a nice length. And exhale. Really bring that left hip bone back, right hip bone forward. Inhale, come back and find yourself in a nice high plank. We're going to go into those down dog taps. We're doing great. We're almost done. So inhale, push yourself back, down dog. Left hand touches the right shin, come back into a high plank. We're going to do that 3 more times. Right hand, left shin, high plank. Left hand, right shin, high plank. One more time. Right hand, left shin, high plank. Go ahead and push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Really drop those heels down. Good. Feel the length in the spine. Let the head hang heavy. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in and exhale, and just allow your knees to drop to your mat and find yourself in a nice relaxing child's pose. Hands can come alongside your legs. And just breathe and relax. If you need to, give you a side view here. Drop down. You can put a block between your pelvis and your heels. Or if this is too hard on your torso, you can do here. You can do both. Just relax, whatever is more comfortable for you, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, really drop that tailbone down towards your heels. Good. Inhale, come and sit yourself back up. Go ahead and just stay seated on your heels. We're going to do very similar to the beginning. You're going to take your right foot out to the side. Toes are pointed towards the front of your mat. Very good. From here, you're going to plant the right hand underneath your shoulder. Lift up high and twist the left arm up towards the ceiling. And exhale and thread it through the little hole. And see if you can touch those toes. You can really bring the shoulder down. Bend your right arm. There you go. You can actually put it down on the ground. Your hand. So you're like this. There you go. Should feel a nice stretch around the rhomboids, the upper traps, really into that shoulder blade. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, bring that arm back up overhead, up to the ceiling, and go ahead and place it down to your mat. Switch sides. So left foot comes out, toes pointing towards the front of your mat. Good. Left arm right underneath your shoulder. Reach the right arm up high, twist up towards the ceiling, and exhale, thread it through the hole, and allow it just to rest on the floor and reach for those toes. Feeling a nice stretch in the shoulders. You might even feel a stretch in your peroneals, the sides of your calves. Yep, Zach's saying yes. He's such a trooper. This has been a fun class. I hope you're still hanging in with us. Deep breath in. Exhale, see if you can go a little bit further. We're almost done. Inhale that arm up high. And exhale, replace it to your mat and go ahead and sit down. One more nice stretch for those legs. Come up to a wide. How you doing? It's our last one. I like this class. We might have to do this one again without Sen's 6-year-old. Bring those toes back. We're doing a wide angled seated forward fold. Upava. Ooh, I'm not even going to try. It's just this is the way the class is today. If you need to, sit on height. Where's your pillow? I'm going to move for you. Sit on your pillow. Sit on your blanket. A lot of men have a really hard time with this. This will help to add that height, bringing the floor up to you. So take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, place your hands in front of you, and then just bend those elbows just like we did in the beginning of the class. Bring those toes back towards your nose. Very good. Find the length in the front body, and exhale and fold forward as far as comfortable. Good. How you doing? Is this okay? Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold a little bit more. Look how much forward. Look at that. Good job. One more. And exhale. Only go as far as your body can. So I'm not going to do a lot of adjustments. This is hard for him. I know that. One more inhale. Exhale. And go ahead and roll back up. Good. Remove your props if you need to. And we're going to go ahead and just go into our final Shavasana. We did a lot today. Shavasana is extremely important. It's one of the most important poses in yoga. So go ahead and bring your feet so you're right up on the edge of your mat here, and go ahead and lay back. And what I do recommend is adding height underneath your knees, so a rolled towel or a pillow underneath your knees. Just allows a nice curvature in your spine. Go ahead and lay on back. There, is that okay? You can put a pillow under your head. You can do whatever it is that you need to. You can cover yourself with a blanket. You just want to find the most comfortable position that you possibly can. Hands are resting nice and long down beside you. Everything just melts into the mat now. This is a thank you to your body. Thank you for everything that you just did for me. The last 40 minutes or however long this has been, this is your thanks. So deep breath in and just take a check-in with your body. Use that breath that we used in the beginning of class and send that breath to the areas that might feel like you maybe worked a little bit too much or that maybe didn't work enough. Just think about sending that energy, that breath work, all the way to that area. Feel the back of the body melting down into the earth. The front of the body feels nice and cool with the air brushing by. Allow your breath just to come natural. Nothing is forced. One more deep breath in and full exhale. Reach those hands up long overhead. Reach those toes long down below and just feel a nice good morning stretch. And exhale, curl your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little self-love. Hug those knees in. Little Apanasana. Inhale and exhale and go ahead and roll over to one side and find yourself in a nice fetal position. You can use your bottom arm as a pillow. Take one more deep breath in and exhale. With as little effort as possible, the strength of your top arm, push yourself up halfway to your bottom arm that pushes you up the rest of the way and find yourself in a nice seated position on your mat. Add height if you need to. Bring your hands to a heart center. It's been quite a challenging class today. Challenging on the mat, off the mat. I hope your home is a little less chaotic during these crazy, crazy times. So again, thank you for coming. Thank you for joining Dirty Moms Yoga. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, all that fun stuff. But for now, the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.